Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's Brewsday Tuesday time with Drez and Huck.
All right, Brewsday Tuesday, man. Stoked once again, another Tuesday with my bro and brew, Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz. How's it going, dude?
I'm good. You're bro from another brewer, I guess.
Yeah, well, there's lots of different brewers out there, so we all get a little flavor here and there, and I'm happy to once again have you back for this fun little segment, and you come once again bearing brew gifts.
Bearing beer. That's what I do. I love beer, and I like to share. I like to drink with other people.
Well, I appreciate you bringing some.
Yeah,
now, like always, you
fun.
got a couple brews that you brought with us. What are we trying first, man?
So today we're gonna take a couple more kind of local breweries. One out of Richmond, one out of North Carolina. So we're gonna drink some Pilsners.
Pills.
Yeah, we're going to start with the Hardywood Pils.
All right, let's pop that Pills, man.
And see how we like it. Going to move away from the ales for the first time.
All right, that's cool, yeah. So Pills, you said this is Hardywood, so where's, they're
out of Richmond.
Richmond, so close enough, yeah, Hardywood. Actually, now that I mention, I think I have been to Hardywood.
Yeah,
Trying to remember. Sometimes my brew tours, they kind of blur together a little bit.
Well, their famous beer is the gingerbread stout.
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, that does ring a bell.
Maybe we'll do that, next year towards Christmas.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and oh man, this looks beautiful.
Oh, it's nice looking beer.
Great color. I mean, this just looks like a beer, man. I'm gonna go ahead and snap a photo for Untapped. Because, yes, Untapped is the app that we like to untap our brews with. We give it a rating. We take a picture, say where we're drinking it. It's funny to start seeing it stack up like, oh, they're drinking this at the radio station.
Yeah. All the other DJs are really jealous of you right now. I'm just saying.
They're super jelly. They peek in and they just get upset. I just saw on the tab that says this is a German Pilsner.
German style, yes.
German style. Do you know what makes it German style?
Probably they have the universal law of beer. You're only allowed to use water, grain, hops, and yeast. That's all you can use. You can't add anything. So it's very clean. It's going to be very lack of adjuncts.
So it's like the old school.
Exactly. It's actually it was a law. I don't know that it still is. I don't pay as much attention to beer from
you getting messages,
man? Yeah, I'm just getting a message on my phone.
Cut your phone off,
I did. It's off, man.
It's all good.
It was a picture. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, let's bust it out. But yeah, man, this is a pretty good Pills. I'm not gonna lie. So what's the main difference? Like
the difference between an ale and a Pilsner.
Yeah, because we did the pale ales last week,
right?
And now we're going Pilsner. What's the difference? Hit me with it.
People talk about regular mainstream beer, which we don't like to mention the name of too much. But in any case, there's top fermenting beer and bottom fermenting beer. There's really two kinds of beer. There's ales and there's lagers. So a Pilsner is a type of lager. It's got bottom fermenting beer. It has to ferment cold. So back in the day, they couldn't make this everywhere. They had to make it in caves, keep it down, 40, 50 degrees. Whereas you can ferment ales at 70 to 80 degrees, and that's the difference. And the ale fermentation is at the top. The yeast live at the top, and then they settle at the bottom when they pass on after giving us all that wonderful alcohol. They give their lives for us. But then the cold beers take longer. They do it partly because of the temperature, but the fermentation occurs at the bottom of the batch.
Like at the bottom of the barrel, so to speak?
Yes.
So
glass jar, carboys. We have glass carboys. We have plastic. For the first set of fermentation, a lot of people do it in plastic and then move it to the glass after the first set. And the more times you ferment it, second fermentation, third fermentation, it's going to clear the beer out a little more, get a little more stuff out of it. They call it trub, the stuff that hits the bottom of the bucket, or the glass thing.
Okay, so the main difference between those two types is the temperature. But what do you get difference wise? Like for it being a bottom, does that make it more like what?
Oh, the flavor. The flavor is going to be more crisp. The beer is going to be a lighter color. I'm just trying to think. I don't want to be so incorrect on the radio, but there's most all your lagers are clear yellow beers. You just don't see a lot of dark lagers. Now I think people are making them now because everybody's experimenting in every way. I made 2 lagers, and one of them was a clone of I won't say the name, but the guy's pretty famous. He's the most wonderful guy in the world, whatever.
You can just say
Dos
that
Equis, that guy.
Okay, Dos Equis.
I look kind of like him, that guy.
You got the beard.
Yeah.
You got most.
So anyway, I made that, and it was just as bad when I made it as when they make it. But I'm just going to throw that out there. But a friend of mine requested it, so I made it. And then when I was on a diet, and this hadn't happened in years, of course. Looking at me, you can tell that. I made Michelob Ultra.
Oh yeah, it's a lighter jam.
But I made
Session beer.
No, well, not the way I made it. That's the thing. So it really didn't work because I boosted up the alcohol about 3%. So, but it was delicious anyway for a lager. I had a good time.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good lagers. The reason I brought these, I think, is that I don't like craft beer. Well, you know what? You might like this craft beer.
Yeah, this is. I mean, like you were saying, a lot of your big boys are this style, a Pilsner.
Right.
And so if you're used to drinking your Bud Lights or your whatever, PBRs,
right,
we can
PBR.
name drop, whatever.
Mabel, Black Label.
Yeah.
That's what my dad used to buy because we wouldn't steal it. True story.
But yeah, that's what for the most part, that's what they all are, is
Right.
Pilsners.
So if you're saying, I don't like craft beer, go get yourself a Hardywood Pils. They sell it everywhere in Virginia. It's probably going to be, I don't know that they are, but the biggest native brewery in Virginia. They're doing a big expansion right now. So, I mean, I don't see that you can say you don't like craft beer until you've tried this. Then go ahead and tell me that.
All right. Well, speaking of how we like it, let's go ahead and give our rating. I'm almost done with the pint, and I must say, man, like you said, it's not exactly what you think of when it's a craft beer because it is a Pils. It tastes so much like just your average beer, but it is a damn good one, I must say. For Hardywood, let's get your rating first. Hardywood Pils, what do you think?
All right, but sometimes you got to go
1
first.
through 5. All right, I'll go for the next one. I'll go first.
All right, so I'm gonna give this beer. Let me take another sip just to be sure. Mm-hmm. It's nice. It's got good lacing. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. My nose is a little stopped up, so I'm not getting it, but I'm sure there's a little bit of hops in there. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5? See, I do need to start going first because you always end up stealing my ratings. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go with a 3.5 as well. It's definitely above average, but it's kind of like your average beer. It really is.
Yeah. It's not ready. It's not ready for 4. I'll take a little bit of a hit on. I probably would have given it a 3.25, but I always up it a little bit if it's a style I don't regularly drink.
Is that right?
And if it's a style I regularly drink, I usually back off 0.25% because I don't want to show favoritism to beers. Mm-hmm. I try to be,
You put a lot of thought into your ratings, don't you?
I've got a lot of ratings.
That's true. That's true.
I'm over 2,600 now after Vegas.
Oh, geez, yeah, Vegas. Well, again, that's a whole other topic. That's a whole other topic.
Next show we'll do Vegas beers.
Yeah, right. That's Huck's Beer Buzz on Untapped. You can follow me, Drez Drinks, on there. Like I said, I'll probably give it a 3.5 as well. Pretty solid beer, man, no doubt about it. We'll take a break. We'll play another song, and then we'll pop open another beer and talk a little bit more Brewsday Tuesday with Huck after this.
Sounds good to me.